welcome to What the Flick. I'm Christy. Matt is back.
Hooray!
Back from the undead, just in time to talk about Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which is essentially Pride and Prejudice with zombies. Please tell us more.
I think you've told us everything we need to know. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies finds young Elizabeth Bennet with her sisters, very concerned about who they're going to marry and can they marry up and can they find someone at their station. It's the exact same story that we got, but instead of, this happening in kind of a certain period in England, this certain period of England also has zombies, and that complicates matters. So when messages get lost, it's because somebody who was delivering the message got eaten. Let's watch a clip.
It began with the Black Plague. Within weeks, the dead began to rise.
This cannot be.
Hunting for human flesh. Now, the few of us that are left have only one way to survive.
So this is just an idea, right? Like I tried to read the book. Did you read the book?
I did not read the book.
I read like the first 100 pages or so. I'm like, okay, I get it. This is Pride and Prejudice with zombies. It's a one joke idea. I think as an idea, it's funnier than the actual execution is. And I know the book was like a bestseller.
Yeah.
Now it's a movie. My main problem with it is that the thing that differentiates it from straight up Pride and Prejudice is the zombie stuff and the action sequences, and they look like crap.
Yeah.
Like they're so muddled. The way they're staged and lighted and shot, like there's no visual context as to who's doing what to whom, what kind of threat exists, and so the thing that makes it different isn't engage you.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating about this is you want to see, especially that these, that the Bennet daughters have been trained in, the Wu-Tang style, they say, at one point.
She goes to Shaolin.
Yeah, like they've been trained as Shaolin, they've been trained by Shaolin, and Darcy and his group have been trained in Japan, and there's an opportunity for the movie to really show very distinct fighting styles, and it does that a little bit, but not enough, and that's really frustrating. And then, there's a scene in the basement of the house where the girls are having a discussion and they're kind of sparring with each other. And it's shot so dark and so tightly.
Right.
And it's shot very tight and very, cut very fast. And unlike, I think of something like the first Blade movie, right? And that's a great example of Wesley Snipes knowing how to strike a pose and they shoot back. And a good, you watch your good action movies, especially martial arts films, where a well-staged martial arts film will shoot an actor full body and you see their whole body go into that pose and you can see they look like comic book panels almost, right? It's that same sensibility where you get to see everybody really do what they do. And there are some directors where you'll see something that, Paul Greengrass is an example, where you shoot something with shaky cams and very tight, and it's very kinetic and you feel like you're in it. And that's fine too when you're doing a particular type of story. I don't think that serves that well here.
It's incoherent what's happening here.
I want to see, there's a couple shots of them, stuffing the weapons into their, garters and these empire dresses with the high waists and stuff. I want to see more, I want to see the spectacle of that. And this movie lets you down on the spectacle, and that's kind of where it's going to differentiate itself. And otherwise it's kind of like, it's fine.
It's a cute idea.
It's a cute idea. It does do a decent job of letting the zombies kind of drive the narrative forward, and it, based on the book does a good job of, and this script does a good job of making that work in the context of the Sense and Sensibility story. Like it doesn't take away from
Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice.
There's also Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters, by the way,
sorry.
which hopefully will not also be a movie. Guessing it will be.
I'm sure it will be. But it doesn't take away, it doesn't ruin this story by adding zombies to it. And there were people coming out of the screening I was in who said that they liked this better than some of the other filmed versions that they've seen. They liked this better than the Keira Knightley version.
Well,
Because
I guess
zombies?
if you're getting exposed to Jane Austen in some form, that's all that matters. I don't know. So Lily James stars as Elizabeth Bennet, and it's this iconic literary heroine. She was in Cinderella, so she also had to take on an important female figure in that. This is a very different one. She's so appealing, and they've totally changed her looks for this, and dark hair, dark eyes, but still, there's like a purity to her presence.
Right.
She's so likable.
Right.
Like gorgeous and radiant, but there's something like really grounded about her that makes her very accessible. So I like her in this. She has nice chemistry with, I'm blanking on his name, I'm so sorry, Mr. Darcy. Sam Reilly.
Yeah, Sam
Sorry,
Reilly's
Sam
good.
Reilly.
The cast is fine here.
Bella Heathcote is Jane.
Yeah, it's fine. This movie's fine. It's not great. Look, for a February, we get jaded, right? Because as critics, we talk about like the time of year that this comes out. For a wide release in February, where typically like last week the movie stunk, and this week it's okay.
Kung Fu Panda was last week.
Kung Fu Panda, but
if you're going to
else.
see a movie about martial arts, I think Kung Fu Panda 3 might be your choice. But
Probably.
Yeah, I guess if you saw the book and you're curious to see how they render it in film form, it's fine. Some of the dresses are fun.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So what's your number?
5.5.
I'm saying
my
5.
It's fine score.
It's fine. It's 5-ish. So I'm saying 5. Our average is a 5.3.
It's in the 30s on the tomato meter right now. Very low.
It's dropping.
It's kind of too low.
You think so? You think it's not that bad?
I don't think it's that bad.
So funny, I went to a press screening last night, Wednesday night, and the publicist stands up in front of the entire theater and says, just for you press in the audience, the embargo is opening day, but there are like 25 reviews out already, so good luck with that. So anyway, and ours will be out today too. So yeah, I'd say avoid this unless you read the book and you're just dying to know how it happens. Where do the zombies come from, by the way?
Haiti. Voodoo. Come on.
No, but where do they, there's no like origin as to.
Doesn't matter.
They just are.
Who cares?
All right, bye.